नमस्कार, मैं हूं प्रोफेसर रश्मि जेता और बुंदेलखंड एक्सप्रेस में आपका एक बार फिर से स्वागत है। हर सप्ताह की तरह हम हमेशा यहाँ पर कोई एक महत्वपूर्ण विषय पर डिस्कशन करने के लिए इकट्ठे होते हैं। As you all know that the topic is of national importance, it is of a local importance, it is of a great importance. What happens? The fact is sometimes we get information through all this social media. But we are unable to express our own opinion. हम अपनी बात को दूसरों तक पहुंचाने के बजाय दूसरों की बात को तीसरे तक पहुंचाते हैं। लेकिन इस मंच के माध्यम से हम अपनी बात आप तक पहुंचाते हैं। This is something special about the debate and the discussion, and this must happen. It may be wrong, it may be right, but we express ourselves. So this is what is an important part of the personality development. And this is also an important part to communicate ourselves to the people outside. Now today the topic is whether politics is a business or a social work. As we all know that the growth of politics in India has developed with the concept of a social work. We have worked for national goals, national objectives. The parties were there dedicated to the theme of national development. We have seen before independence and post-independence. In the era of 60s and 70s, in 80s, in 90s, even today, there are great leaders who are dedicated to the cause of nationalism. Now, the question is whether this nationalism still thrives in our heart or not, or whether there is nationalism at loss or regionalism growing on. All these things are very very important. लेकिन हम अपनी बात कहने के बजाय इसी चीज को अपने यहाँ पर आए हुए अतिथियों से, स्टूडेंट्स से, टीचर्स से सुनना चाहेंगे. So we begin the discussion straight away going to Manish, and let's take the first opinion from Manish. Manish, what is your view about politics?
सर, जहाँ तक राजनीति की बात हो तो सर राजनीति का मतलब होता है, अगर उसको डिवाइड किया जाए तो राज करने की नीति, a policy by which we can rule our country, by which we can run our country, a positive thing. Politicians are those persons who are the supreme power of any country, elite class, limited people who chosen by the all common people who run our country, who make policy of our country. So it's a very positive thing. But nowadays people convert it very negative thing. राजनीति, राज करने की एक नीति, एक ऐसा काम, एक ऐसा वर्क जिससे हम पूरा देश चलाते हैं, लेकिन अब उसको लोगों ने इतना उसको वो कर दिया है, बदनाम कर दिया है कि कहीं ना कहीं लोग उसको बिजनेस के रूप में देखने लगे हैं, कहीं ना कहीं उसको एक व्यवसाय के रूप में देखने लगे हैं. Those person who invest money, they earn money. But actually the politics is a very pious thing. It's a very good thing because it's run not only one person, it's not run only one city, it's not run only one state, but it's run whole country. So it's a very good thing, very pious thing, and it should be the social work for the politicians.
So it should be a social work for politicians because it is basically a very good thing. It is a thing which has a vision to develop the nation to a very higher status. It is a vision of those politicians who basically want to make our country strong. So this is perfectly alright. There is no any other feeling attached to it. It is basically a social work. This is what Manish thinks. Switching over straight away to Harsh for his opinion.
Thank you, sir, for having me here. Sir, I'm glad you picked this topic. Politics is a business or a social work. So according to me, politics is always be a social work, sir. It's not a business, sir. Because okay, there is some little bit cases where we see the politicians do some business, but apart from that, politics is the totally way where we do some good deed for our society, sir. As Manish sir says that there is a lot of definitions of a Rajniti. According to him, Rajniti is the Rajniti. राज करने की नीति. I'm so sorry for that, sir, but I am little bit disagree with you. It's not a राज करने की नीति, it's a राज्य नीति. How a state inculcates some terms, some qualities, some boundaries for his nation, for his people, and from that he make his state very powerful. Politics is the one of the best way to serve our nation, our society, our people. So I don't think so. Yes, there is a little bit cases. Everyone is not a pure. Some peoples are doing a business, but apart from that, politics is a pure social work.
So there is a division here. What Harsh says is there are two types of politicians in politics. One who basically serves the nation, works for the nation, works for the development of the country, but some other people take it as a petty business and they are into it. So we have the papuri or melange of the two things. Switching over to Ashma ji. Ashma ji, what is your view on it?
Yes, so my view is that politics is a social work. Yeah, it's not happen, but government makes lots of government make lots of scheme for the pure people. But there is lots of politics who is there. They cannot. They are not doing social work. They are doing business. Then in the name of politics.
So they are doing business in the name of politics. But Manish, there is a question. When politician becomes government, so they become sarkar. And after getting into the government, they do lot of welfare measures. आज हम देखें हमारे देश में गरीबों के लिए कई सारी ऐसी वेलफेयर मेजर्स और योजनाएं चलाई जा रही हैं जिसमें हर तबका, हर समाज, हर क्षेत्र पर ध्यान दिया जाता है. तो अल्टीमेटली जो पॉलिटिशियन सरकार में आते हैं, कोई भी हो, किसी भी पार्टी के हो, उनका उद्देश्य देश का विकास होता है. Do you agree?
Yes, sir, quite right. But sir, nowadays, sir, there's a huge corruption in politics. We also accept these all things because we are not here to, always praises our politician leader, because the darker side of politics we also know that nowadays they are investing money for winning election, they are investing money for their all needs and deeds, and for they are for earning that money they are doing a lot of corruption. So I think that somewhere or other this side is also good, that who told that politics is business. Practically it's a business, because we are seeing since from Panchayati Raj to a member of parliament, they are investing huge money for fighting election, and during election they have to invest money for their to attract their voters. They are investing huge money, so afterward they try to earn money. So it's a kind of a business, invest and earning. So somewhere or other it's a it's a divert in other side. So I think somewhere or other purely it should be the social work, but now it's not social work.
So now it's not a social work, it has become a part of business. This is the views of the crowd, this is the views of the people. This may not be your view, but let's have the independence to speak up. Yes, Rishabh, what's your thinking about it?
I want to connect politics more tangibly by saying that politics is not merely social work now, it is more of a political growth in a certain way. And now what is happening nowadays, politics is being taken as a business, disguising it as social work. So this should stop happening.
Okay, so it's a kind of a business working in disguise of a social work, but then politics is a good part of life also. Yes, Hari, what do you think about it?
Good morning, sir, for having me. Thank you, sir, for having me here. Sir, politics is a social work, because, sir, most of the politicians are social. They do social work, but some of politicians do some wrong things. So we cannot observe for every politician they do business. But sir, and I am disagree to Manisha. Manisha says some of politicians spend money for winning election. But sir, some of people also are very innocent. They don't know about politics, and some of politicians sing lullaby to them, and they take favors to that person. But sir, जैसे सब कुछ पैसे देके हम आपकी सेवा देते हैं कि वोट हमको दो, लेकिन सर हम आपकी सेवा करना चाहते हो आपको पैसे देके.
So he thinks that politics is basically a social work, not that type of a business. Prakriti, I'll take this question to Manisha later on in the part of the discussion, but before that, switch on to Prakriti for her views.
Sir, as you told that in the era of pre-independence and post-independence, it was a totally or it is a medium of the social work. And in the present era, we will see that politics is a business, but they have given the name of as a medium of social work. People just giving the name of the social work, but they somewhere earning money from the politics and as a business only. Somewhere where the people gain some fame and name, then they start earning. Once they will earn a small amount only, then they take as a medium of the business. They don't want to do the social work. They only giving the name because nobody wants to work hard for the anything. They find that while joining any politic or joining any party, somewhere they start earning. They give the name of the business.
Okay, so it's basically for you, it's a business.
Yes, sir.
They earn money. This is what your thinking
Yes,
is. Bubbly, what is your view?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir, for having me here. Sir, I think our politicals are pillar of our country, and they have so many power. They can develop our country in a very good way. But nowadays they are taking them power in a wrong way, and they are just making money and they developing their home, not our country, and making money. And they are using people emotions. Like they always pull their which is related to any person heart. Like sir, are religious. It is related to very our concern. So they always put them finger on there, and they try to making them. They try to keeping them better. They always try to making other party false, and they try to make them. They are.
So you're talking of politics within a political system.
Yes.
So how do they play politics within political
Yes.
system to survive? This is
Yes.
basically your statement is. And Khushi, what is your view about politics?
थैंक यू सर वेरी बिजनेस इज द वेरी इम्पोर्टेंट बिजनेस रहेगा सर तभी राजनीति आगे बढ़ेगी
Okay, right.
और धर्म की राजनीति भी आगे बढ़ेगी
Right.
और भी आगे बढ़ेगी
Okay, so do you think तुम्हें लगता है कि जो politics है वो देश के विकास के लिए जरूरी है या इसने देश का विकास किया है?
Yes.
Do you think?
यस सर
किस रूप में देश का विकास किया है? If you think that politics has done something for good for the country, कैसे विकास किया है देश का?
सर आगे बढ़ने का और धर्म में राजनीति का
Okay, so politics has become a matter of religion also somewhere, as you say. मनीष, इस सारे चीजों को सबके व्यूज लेने के बाद कहाँ पे हम आकर खड़े हैं और कैसे इसको देख सकते हैं पूरी चीजों को?
Sir, as I told that it's a very pious thing and it's a very good thing that politicians should do politics to run our country, and I think it is also very true that they are doing this thing. So because of only their effort, India is here where we can say that we are a developing country and we are about to be a developed country. But somewhere or the other, sir, I realize that on very low level politics, not only low level politics, but all level politics, it's a kind of business, it's a kind of give and take. We have seen latest election in municipal corporation election, even Zilla Panchayat election, that the politician, the politics party have criteria that they are choosing moneyed people for become president. They know that first of all they have to invest money, they have to buy the members, then they can become the president, and then they can run the municipal corporation as well as Zilla Panchayat. So I think that become the first priority, the first qualification of president. That first of all he have to have money. Whatever background they have, it doesn't matter. But the first priority is money. So I think it's proved time and again that it's become totally pure business.
It's a game of money. This is what money thinks, and then because of money, they are into the politics. Yes,
Sir,
Ashwin wants to say.
Sir, if you want to run a political party, if you want to run a state, you need money, sir. End of the day, money is a backbone. But apart from that, politics is it's not a business. I pick a character of a history, sir, Chanakya. First, Chanakya destroyed the administration of the Dhananand, sir. He destroyed, he corrupt them, and after that he control whole over Magad and make India great. So, sir, money is important, but apart from that, political business, it's not good. Okay, we understand, but for doing a social work, money is important, and politics is the way where we do social work. everyone is good, but this is not fixed that 100% people are good, but there is a one condition, 0.01% are not good.
History is something else, but the reality of present condition is something else. I would like to tell you that I am a journalist and I am watching very closely that which type of business is going on in politics. It's a fixed percentage of politicians that if you give this percentage, then your work will complete. Otherwise, there's no any chance to do your work. So I think somewhere or other they told frankly that I have invest money, so I am earning money. You tell that money is the important part of politics, but not. This is not your money. This is not money of politicians. They are using the money of public and they make it their own money afterward. But that's why this is business.
But yes, again, Rishabh, yes, what is your take?
Here I want to consider the government of India and their works to ancient medieval history, one of the characters. I feel that when all the rules and regulation and laws, certainly new schemes and programs they are being built upon, they are marvelously drafted, but they are not worked upon, and somehow down the street in the middle management level, it doesn't work out. At the middle management level, there is a lot of corruption.
Okay, so it starts from top and it is very good package, but when it comes down, there is a filtration and there is adulteration. When it comes down, this is what, and the middle level management becomes bad. That is why it is bad. You want to say something?
Yes, sir. As sir told that the politics use the public money only to run their parties. As we see in the history, some kings used to earn the money from their cities only. Then they run their kingdom. So as sir told that it is the investing and the earning process. So I totally agree this and agree with this only, that politics nowadays it become a business. People only saying that it's a social work because they think that while doing the social work it creates the positive personality in front of the public. But somewhere inside it is going on. It's a business only because governments run the schemes for the welfare of the society, but now the society is taking it in the different way and they start.
But एक मेरे दिमाग में एक प्रश्न उठता है यहाँ पर, और ये प्रश्न मैं सबके सामने रखना चाहूँगा. हम चाहे बिजनेस की बात करें या समाज सेवा की बात करें, मेरा जो अनुभव कहता है वो ये कहता है, या जो मैंने देखा है वो ये है, छोटे लेवल से बड़े लेवल तक वो तमाम पॉलिटिशियंस जो पॉलिटिशियंस बने हैं, उनके पॉलिटिशियन बनने के पूर्व उन्होंने कई वर्षों तक कड़ी मेहनत करके समाज सेवा की है. कभी नौकरी छोड़कर समाज सेवा की है, कभी उन्होंने आम जनता के बीच में रहकर काम किया है, चाहे ये कहानी दमोह की हो चाहे राष्ट्रीय स्तर की हो. मैं उन पॉलिटिशियंस को बहुत अच्छा नहीं, जिनका नाम लोग लेते हैं कि एक घटना के बाद इस्तीफा दे दिया, वैसे पॉलिटिशियंस से ज्यादा बेहतर उन पॉलिटिशियंस को है जो अपनी गलतियां सुधार कर हम अपने समाज सेवा में लगे रहे. जब वो समाज सेवा में लगते हैं, किसी समाज, किसी वर्ग, किसी समुदाय, किसी जगह, किसी स्थान को विकसित करने का प्रयास करते हैं और काफी समय तक करते हैं, तो लोग भी उनके साथ खड़े होते हैं. फिर वहां से वो बनते हैं पॉलिटिकल फिगर और फिर वहां से वो धीरे धीरे ऊंचाइयां प्राप्त करते हैं, तब उन्हें पद मिलता है. पद सिर्फ पैसे के आधार पर मिल जाए, मतलब मुझे हर जगह तो ये नहीं दिखता है. बट एंड सेकंड पॉइंट, मैं आपका कमेंट लेना चाहूंगा. सेकंड पॉइंट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. हम यदि पॉलिटिक्स को गलत मानते हैं तो एक चीज और भी है कि 1950 के बाद आज 2022 में भारत ने विकास किया है और अद्भुत विकास किया है, हर दशक में विकास किया है. यदि इसमें इतनी गंदगी होती तो इतना विकास कैसे होता. और हर क्षेत्र में विकास किया है हमने, संचार में, तकनीकी में, शिक्षा में, विदेश में, राज्य में, नीति में, अर्थ में, विश्व को अपने मानचित्र पर एक सशक्त राष्ट्र के रूप में. ये क्या बगैर राजनीतिज्ञों के हो सकता? और यदि इनके मन में खोट होती तो ना देश का विकास हो पाता, ना हम विदेश तक इतनी बड़ी शक्ति पहुंच पाते. एनी कमेंट्स ऑन दैट?
Sir, I'm disagreeing to Rishabh. Rishabh said in small places corruption more and more. But sir, now what condition is going on? So government connect to common peoples directly, so they have no chance to corruption. And sir,
no, but there is a fact. Hari, you would not accept it, but it is the realization of the fact that in the middle people are still taking advantage of some of the issues, because this is what even it is said that all the projects do not reach out to the needed persons. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it does not happen. Manish, your take on it.
Sir, I think that you told that India is a developing country and India got, sir, developed because of some political, leaders. I know, sir, some good political leader is there. But, sir, I'm, always take objection from, the kind of politics that which is going on in lower level. The politics of municipal corporation, the politics of Zilla Panchayat, MLAs, MPs. So I think that I realize very personally that it's a kind of, sir, give and take. What Harsh told about Chanakya, sir, I think that at that time, politics kind of, private limited company. One owner is there and he is running his, politics because whatever is earning, it is their own money, and whatever investing, it is for their money. But sir, now the present politics and democracy, the political leader is not owner of, money. They are the just, servant. They are choose servant that they got money from common people and they have to invest.
But do you not think that they were in the common people? They were common people and then they raised to the status because of the social service.
They are common people when election is going on. But after winning election, they not become common people. They become the very VVIP persons. And that VVIP cultures, sir, creates, huge difference between the common people and the politicians. And sir, we know that this kind of, luxury life they are living, how much, what we can say, property they have developed. I have seen too many political leaders, they do not have anything before, join politics. But after join politics, they become the giant as per the money is concerned. They have not earned that money by the selling milk. दूध बेच के पैसा नहीं कमाया था, जो देखता है, जो बड़े-बड़े खड़ी हो गई हैं। दमोह में भी आप देख सकते हैं।
Right. Any comments on that?
I have also very good example. So, 1870, Abraham Lincoln assassination happened, and after during Civil War of America, after that the businessman of America take over the politics of America, and today's date till present, America is the superpower because they know the value of money and they know the politics is the way of to do some social work to develop our nation. Sir, you have to do Sam, Dam, Bhed, Dand for your developing for your society and your nation. Business, it's not a politics. Business, it's just a little bit part of the politics. When you want to do social work, you have to join politics.
Okay, so when you want to do social work, you have to join politics. Any other comment on that if anybody wants to give? Last comment before we close it for today.
Sir, because while doing the social work, the party or that person just want to create a positive personality in front of the common public. When after doing years and years social work, it create a positive value, it create a positive image. After that, joining the politics party, it's somewhere he or she wants
Okay,
to earn
right.
money.
You are talking of, yes, anybody? Yeah, you want to say?
Everyone dark inside, sir.
Yeah, yes.
Yes, sir. Everyone says politics is business, but sir, business cannot do politics because sir, politics and business have different mindsets. And when we come in politics, sir, there we will have to think some things for our developing
Right.
nation.
Any other comment? Rishabh, you want to say something?
Sir, I have one question to ask for you.
No questions now because we are running short of time. We have to close it now. Any other comments? Manish, your final take on it.
Sir, I would like to tell at last that history makes only on political leader. History makes on kings, not common people, not any artist, not any actors, not any common person who are doing. So politics is a very responsible thing which politicians have to pay for the common people. A superpower connect with the common man. So I think it's a very sensitive thing. It's a very responsible thing. So people should not take it as a business. It should take as a social work because it's a very work which is given by the God to us as a political leader. So I think that we are in the position of somewhere or the other God, and God is here for worship. So we politicians should also behave like a God, not like a businessman.
Okay, so politicians should behave like a common man, and then it can happen that he would be able to do good and justice to it. See, this is a whole question of a debate, and we people differ from one another. But the fact is, the politics in India is a staircase. You start from the bottom and then you go up and up and up. You change, sometimes people change their nature, some characters, some wisdom. But one thing that is clear, that whether there is a politics within politics, there is a politics outside politics. But in India, people are really dedicated to the nation. When it comes to the national culture, the national aim, the national objective, all the politicians come under one umbrella, and this is good politics about our country in contrast to other countries. So here we close the discussion today on politics. We'll take your view, we'll ask you to come and join the debate, and we have certain beautiful topics to talk. We are trying to expand it. Thank you very much. हमें देखते रहने के लिए. We'll come again next Sunday with some new topic. Thank you.